In summary, has the role of finance function undergone a change? And if so, how?
That's a tough. Okay. I think the question came up earlier in the transformation case, and I'd probably get shot if I said the role has not changed. Here's an anecdote I wanted to share with you. Uh, in my formative years in ITC many years ago, I was taught that there are three fundamental roles of finance. It's service and solution provisioning, which is more to the internal organization. Then there is risk and opportunity management. And the third is value strategizing. I mean, at a broad level, if you look at each of these, I don't think they've undergone a change. Maybe you've got heightened risk, obviously. So there's a lot of focus on that. And we heard Mankiran talking about it. Opportunity, I heard Mr. Malik saying earlier on, the organic and inorganic play. And I personally believe very, very strongly in that. I think there's a transformation taking place in that space in terms of the way we go to market and the way we look at inorganic opportunities. So clearly, there is a different focus in each of these pillars of the finance role. But I think there are two sort of determining factors which are very important, given the fact that I have no debate that the role of finance is undergoing a transformation. I think the first point is that the finance imperatives in the immediate, mid, short term and perhaps the medium term, will need to be different and focused. And how do you sustain these new processes that you've got, whether it's IT enablement, secure work from home, as we call it, some of the other aspects that the panel talked about? How do you sustain them? Is it that when we get back to normalcy, which I hope will be sooner than later, we will forget the good things we learned during this period and move back to our good old financial ways? I don't know. And the second one, which is probably more business specific and not so much finance, is that I think the learning that we've had during this period, and as I said, hopefully it's not going to be for too much longer, is how do you anticipate the business models, the revised business models of customers? Because ultimately we're all in the game to do that business, right? And if you're able to analyze and experience, at least based on assumptions on what the customers are going through, you'll be able to take a much better and stronger proposition to market. And I think that's really that would underscore the benefit of this whole experience.
Sure. Thank you so much, Mr. Batra. On the same question, may I take your inputs, Mr. Mukesh Mondra?
Thank you, Daya. I could not have agreed more with Mr. Batra. But I would say the finance role is changing over the period. It's a continuous process, but this kind of event expedites that. It's a dramatic and sudden change which has to come in. I would say that finance is the only role within an entire organization who has a complete visibility what's happening on the each and every side of it. So it's an important responsibility on the finance to take it across all verticals and be a business partner in making. So just an example, everyone talk of cost optimizations. Just an example, when you go and renegotiate the cost, the other party would come back and say, okay, let's do a longer term contractual arrangement wherein you get locked in for a longer period. Now, in this uncertain time, nobody has visibility how long this would continue. So how do you strike a balance between the long-term commitment versus the cost savings is one thing. So there are multiple things. Now, at this point, like as everyone is saying, the revenues have dropped significantly. Now you have to decide, or you have to help and take that tough decision of balancing between continue to invest in the future growth versus the immediate short-term cost saving. So more than a controllership role, I think it is more of a business partnering, working with the business teams and identifying the solutions to help businesses to continue and sustain during this tough time.